We want to show you another thing that we have sold a lot of these of. We do custom build a trailer just for our ATV operators that come to our shop and they want a custom built trailer to do chores. Some carry buckets, some maybe carry a little bit of livestock. Now we do have another extension that sits up above this white one up to here. So you can carry calves in it, like some of the guys run the big dairy, and they want to move a calf over to a little dairy pen that they put them into. Hell, they can just scoot them right in there and go zip, and away they go. And then to hook these up to the four-wheelers, they're really easy. They're not totally balanced, but we have tongue weight, and I can bring this little guy over here, and I can set him up on this hitch. Trunk. Okay, now there's a reason I told you we changed the hitch. Now if you get down in there and Betty takes a shot right through here, you'll see where the Honda put their ball at on that bracket down there. We actually got a ball in there that hitch is welded to on top, because we want the tongue a little bit further back so we can outsteer it. The longer you have a little hitch pin in the back, the more you can swing. And when you go to back the trailers up, some of the people have a little trouble. Well, you can go, whoops, it's cutting this way. So I can turn my handlebars, and being my wheelbase is shorter than my tongue hitch. Okay, our center of our axle is back to about here. We go clear up to our tongue point, and we got about 78 inches roughly. Okay, and then if we go over here, if you watch, and we swing to the center of our axle to the center of this axle is I think it's about 50 inches. So you see we got 80 inches back there, and I got 50 inches to turn here. Then I got a leverage point down here that turns quicker, and people have no problem backing these trailers up. This top rack can pop off of here really simple. All you got to do is remove 2 bolts. In the old days, I used to put snap pins in here, but we quit that. We bolt them on so they stay nice and solid. Okay, and then when you want to get into the back of them, you got your little levers here. You just flip these guys out. Geez, you notice I made a big noise? Now I can pull this pin up, open the tailgate. I can load this way. Oh. Then if I want to put this one in, he goes back. Hey, what do you think? Now I got a gate from this other side if I want to run some product in this way or get in on this side. I'll get this back. Put your pins in. No rattly. Let's sneak a little deal. Watch this. Bunk. No more rattle. That's kind of neat, ain't it? So anyway, that's our little trailer we built. They got steel floors, steel frame. This trailer is probably about 24 or 5 years old. And it's got a new set of tires on it. I think we put them on, what, 2-3 years ago. We put on a new set, or was it last year? They get to where they get a little rotten, they start leaking, you got to replace them. But that's our little trailers. They're all hand built. And another thing before we get off the air, you notice when you're working around this thing, everything is nice and rounded. And there's a lot of times when you're doing bucket chores. Okay, when you're doing bucket chores, this comes off. You don't be lifting them buckets clear to hell over that. You take these off and you leave them off. Then you can go to those quick attach pins. If you're going to be putting it on and off, on and off, on and off. But we don't change this, so I just bolted it on. But you can carry 2 buckets through here real easy. And you might be doing chores over here, and then you come back, or you might even be bringing some buckets back with stuff, and you set them back in your trailer. So it's kind of basically used for agricultural use extremes, and they do a lot of work. I got some guys that feed quite a herd, just calves with them, you know.